So I've been told many times in this life that I'm going to hell for a variety of reasons. I am, strictly speaking, a heathen, so there's that. But never so often as when in my teenage years, when I got into Dungeons and Dragons. Now, those of you who were, around in those long ago days of the 1980s might remember something called the Satanic Panic.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So a little history for you here. This was the thing. For reasons that actually aren't entirely clear to anyone, there's this thing in the 1980s where it's like suddenly there were Satanists around every corner, right? And this is the whole thing where it's like, oh, if you listen to Judas Priest backwards, like Satan will talk to you and make you jump out a window. Which, why are you listening to your records backwards, dude? Like, how would you even find that out? I don't. Anyways, so and this, like you would see on your local news, whether they would usually do the things of like, is there, a gas leak in your home? The announcer would be like, is your child a Satanist? Film at 11. No, tell me now. Look out for the following warning signs that your child is wandering into the bowels of El Diablo. It's like interest in the occult, interest in heavy metal, interest in horror movies, Dungeons and Dragons. So everybody's like, oh, that means you're a Satan worshiper for sure. I'm like, these are a few of my favorite things. So I have no idea what I'm in for. I'm just trying to be in the back of my class, read my books, hide behind my hair, in my jean jacket and my Iron Maiden t-shirt. And they're like, oh, Orie's totally a Satanist because he reads those Dungeons and Dragons books. They're like, hey, and I started playing along with it for a while, like, hey, Orie, what would happen if you walked into a church? Well, that would explode. Obviously. Stoops, if people made the sign of the cross, I would do like the Christopher Lee thing in Dracula, like, But despite all that, it wound up being one of the more rewarding hobbies of my life, probably my main hobby. Of course, when my parents started seeing all this stuff on the news, they were both a little concerned. My dad drags me off the table. It's like, all right, tell me what's in this book. What's a PC? It's play a character. That's like the people who play the game. What's a dungeon master? I know it sounds bad. It's just the guy who runs the game. What's this thing here? It's a beholder. It has stalks on its eyes and it shoots magic out of its eyes. What? Just roll it. So my mother, bless her heart, she was like, okay, I want to know about this thing that you do with your friends for like 8 hours every Saturday. I'm like, okay, well, here's the books, and I already went through this with Dad. She's like, no, let's just sit down and do this together. And we went through it, and she's like, you know what? I think this is great. You're making friends. You guys are obviously very tight-knit with each other. It's a great way to exercise your imaginations. You're all getting together and telling these great stories, and I'm 100% behind it. In fact, I'm going to buy you some more books for your birthday. Yeah, I have the coolest mom. So, from that point on, I was hooked. In addition to the regular game I had going, I would run games in school and study hall. And the thing that I noticed, and this was the main lesson I will always take away from Dungeons and Dragons, is the way it brings people together. Right? When I put games together in school, you had a couple jocks, and you had my metalhead ass, and you had a couple brains over here. But you know what? All that got left at the door. When we sit down around the table, we're on an adventure. We're a team, right? And as I went through life, the hobby introduced me to so many people from so many different walks of life. And my little sheltered middle-class self realized just how big and how wonderful this world is. And the gift and privilege that someone has as a storyteller, the official term is dungeon master, but that can be taken out of context really badly. The gift and privilege as a storyteller is you get to bring everybody to the table and say, there's a place for you here. I don't care if you're a paladin or a rogue, whatever else you have going on, whoever you are, we're going on an adventure.